And good afternoon. We are live here at the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Game. We've got Team Lafourche versus Team Terrebonne. Casey Gisclair here. We are super excited to bring you the final high school baseball game of the season today. We got the first pitch being thrown right now. Look, I'm going to tell you all right now as we get the first pitch. Mr. Mike Fake delivers a strike, and we are ready to roll. Look, the one thing I'm going to tell you guys, look, we got the rosters, we got the lineups. This is going to be a game with a lot of substitutions. This is going to be a game with a lot of shifts and different things. If we don't call out every name exactly right, bear with us. We're doing our best. Terrebonne will be in the field in the top of the first inning. Lafourche will be batting. I could tell you Lafourche has a preliminary batting order as follows: Tucker Carlos, Elijah Groh, Tyler Weimer, Brock Johnson, Camden Berg, Brady Dufresne, Cole Becknell, Max Vedros, Tyler Sanders, and Drake Horn. That is the 1 through 10 with the extra hitter. Terrebonne will be throwing Kyle Liner to start the game on the mound today. Catching him will be Drake Detillier. At first base, Logan Mallard. At second base, Trey Doucette. At shortstop, Tristan Rogers. At third base, Brody Hebert. In the outfield from right to left, Jason Lagarde. And right in center, Cole John. And in left, Drew Petrie. That is the 1 through 9 defensively for the Terrebonne All-Stars. We will be rocking and rolling here in just a second.
Remind everyone that today's contest will be 7 innings and less. In the event there's a tie after 7 innings, we will go to an additional inning using the
7-inning contest here today. Terrebonne making their warm-up tosses. Will be playing ball in just a smidge. As they're announcing the rules, you could re-enter and all free substitutions and all the different things that'll make our job difficult here calling the game, but that's okay. As the warm-up tosses are being made, Lafourche will be trying to score some early runs here at Southland Field, the beautiful Southland Field. Warm-up tosses are being made right now. Liner has the ball, and we'll be rocking and rolling here. Tucker Carlos will lead off the ball game. First pitch will be coming in just a second. We're going to be live on ESPN 100.3 in just a second. The Nichols Colonels are trying to make a ninth-inning rally against McNeese. The first pitch of the game is wide 1-0. It's always interesting to see who's sharp, because a lot of these boys have not played baseball in quite some time. Sometimes strike throwing is a little bit of a struggle. The 1-0 is fouled, and it's 1-1. Here in the top of the first inning. Carlos is a product of Thibodaux High School. Part of some good Thibodaux High School teams. Going to be playing shortstop on the defensive side, as that one is a called strike 1-2. Really good pitch there from Liner. Liner is one of the top arms in our area this season, as you would expect. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch that does not move, and it's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tucker Carlos. First at bat of the game. Liner winds and delivers to the plate. Low and by the catcher, 3-2. That's one thing on the Team Lafourche side. There are not a whole lot of catchers on that roster. They are telling us that Cole Becknell may be having to go the full 7 innings today, because they just don't have a whole lot of guys that can catch. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Liner. Swing and a miss, and there's 1 away. So we got him to chase. And now Elijah Groh will stand in. He is a Central Lafourche product. And the pitch is high, 1-0. There's a called strike, 1-1 to Elijah Groh. The 1-1 from Liner. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Tyler Weimer is on deck. Terrebonne trying to have a clean top of the first inning. Liner delivers. Swing and a miss, and a second straight strikeout to start the game. So a great start defensively for Team Terrebonne. Now Tyler Weimer will stand in. He was the ace pitcher for E.D. White this season. An E.D. White team that made it to the quarterfinals. In Division II Select, they lost to the Vanderbilt Terriers. Actually, a great series. It was a series that we covering here on Bayou Sports and Coastal Broadcasting. The first pitch from Liner is wide, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to the E.D. White product in the top of the first inning. 2 strikeouts for Liner to start the game. One ball, no strikes. Who's trying to get an opening inning base runner here in the top of the first. Liner's pitch, chopped foul, and it's 1-1. This is the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Baseball Game, sponsored by Bayou Sports, ESPN 100.3, and HTV 10. The 16th annual. You're doing something for 16 years. You got to be doing something right. The 1-1 coming to Weimer. Low. Weimer was invited to the state All-Star Game this weekend, and he said, you know what? I'm going to the local All-Star Game. I want to play with my buddies. As a guy who's already a Nicholls State University signee, why not? Liner. Winds and delivers. That's hit in the air, foul into the parking lot, and it'll be 2-2. So I could tell you that we are now live on ESPN 100.3. Welcome to our new listening audience. As McNeese just got a win over Nicholls. The 2-2 pitch hit Weimer. We're in the top of the first inning here, 2 outs. Lafourche just got their first base runner of the game on a hit batter. Tyler Weimer gets hit by the pitch. And now South Lafourche High School's Brock Johnson will stand in. Weimer's going to start the game on the mound for Team Lafourche. I got a feeling at some point we're going to see Brock Johnson probably throw as well. There's a runner out there, and that's not Weimer. I'm not sure exactly who that was. If they announce it, I'll let you guys know. The pitch, it's taken off, swing and a miss. They'll throw down there. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. Greg Detillier put it right on him, and that will retire the side. So Lafourche gets a base runner on the hit by pitch. Nothing on the board. We're going to the bottom of the first. Here at the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Game. We'll be back in a minute. To the bottom of the first inning we go. It is going to be the following lineup for the Terrebonne All-Stars. It's going to be Brody Hebert leading off. Tristan Rogers of Covenant Christian Academy batting second. Logan Mallard, the big bopper from South Terrebonne, hitting third. Kyle Liner hitting fourth. Cole John hitting fifth. Trey Duce hitting sixth. Drew Petrie hitting seventh. Drake Detillier hitting eighth. Jace Lagarde hitting ninth. And Michael Marcel's the extra hitter batting 10th. Terrebonne has a bigger roster than Lafourche does. They got some guys that they're going to be subbing in and out. They got a big old roster of kids that are not in the 1 through 10 that are going to get some at-bats during the afternoon. Hebert stands in. First pitch from Weimer is a ball low, 1-0. Catching Weimer today is Cole Becknell at first, Brady Dufresne at second. Brock Johnson, as that one is up. At short for Lafourche, Tucker Carlos. At third, Max Vedros in the outfield from right to left, Drake Horn in right. In center, Elijah Groen, and left, Tyler Sanders. Weimer's 2-0. It's low, 3-0. In the bottom of the first inning, if you're just joining us, the first at-bat for Team Terrebonne is cut on and missed. Foul tip, really, and it would be 3-1. He had the green light, 3-0. It's an all-star game, why not? To end the last half inning, Detillier put one on the money. It was a beautiful peg down to second. I think Team Lafourche maybe learned their lesson. They might not be able to run a whole lot the rest of the way. The 3-1 hit in the air, foul into the parking lot, and it's 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Brody Hebert. Weimer got him to chase, and there's one away. A lot of strikeouts early, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. A lot of these guys haven't had live at-bats for a while, so maybe kicking a little bit of rust off.
That is number 3, the third baseman.
As Rogers will stand in. Rogers was the only senior on a CCA team that went to Sulphur. Sees one inside. That will tell you about the unbelievable talent that they have returning. They have their whole roster minus 1 coming back. The 1-0 is a called strike, 1-1. The big fella, Logan Mallard, is on deck. He could hit one a long way. The 1-1 is cut on and missed, 1-2. You can see the movement on Weimer's pitches. That's the reason why he is a Nicholls State University signee. The 1-2. Wide, and it's 2-2. Oh, no, I apologize. That's called strike 3. My bad. So that is another strikeout. It was a little bit of a delayed call, and I missed it, so I apologize for that. It is out number 2. Now Logan Mallard will stand in. Mallard played in the state all-star game yesterday. Yeah, that's a doubleheader out there. He played in the game 1. Sees a strike 0-1. He just had a huge record-breaking season for South Terrebonne. Hits and doubles and just all sorts of things he was breaking records for. That one's wide, 1-1. He is also a signee of Nicholls State University. And if he gets the barrel, that 312 sign down there in right field is in danger. The 1-1. Chopped up the middle. Weimer will field it. Easy play. Gets it to the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning. That will retire the side. We played an inning. Neither team has scored. It is the Terrebonne General Health System High School All-Star Baseball game. We'll be back in a minute.
Education, prevention, care. The Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute was recognized by the Louisiana Athletic Training Association with the President's Award for Excellence in Health and Safety. With a passion for ensuring the well-being of over 23,000 student athletes and covering 1,400 sports events annually, our athletic trainers are dedicated to providing the best care in sports medicine. Discover more about Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute at tghealthsystem.com.
We go to the second inning. Lafourche on paper will have Brock Johnson, Camden Berg, and Brady Dufresne that'll be batting. Let's see, is that still Kyle Liner out there? Let's see. That'd be a new arm for the Terrebonne team. That is a new arm. That is Cannon Hall. So Hall will be pitching the second inning for Team Terrebonne. Remember, we told you when we first got on the air, bear with us. There's going to be a ton of substitutions. There's going to be some stuff we're going to miss as just the byproduct of guys coming in and out so freely. But we will do the best that we can as Cannon Hall takes over in the second, relieving Liner, who was really good in the first. On paper, you would think that the Terrebonne team has a little more pitching than the Lafourche side does. We'll see what Hall could do to Brock Johnson. It's inside 1-0. Johnson was batting when Weimer, well, not Weimer, the guy running for Weimer, got thrown out trying to take second base. The 1-0. Chopped foul. Look out into the dugout area, and it's 1-1. It was rainy earlier this morning, but boy, the sun has come out, and it is a beautiful day here on May the 18th. The 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul, and it's 1-2. The water has gotten off of the field nicely. The turf, of course, is not affected. The 1-2 to Johnson. Hit him. Hit him right in the back. So Brock Johnson will head on over to first. Second base runner of the game for Team Lafourche. Let's give you some history here. Last season, Team Lafourche got a 7-3 win over Team Terrebonne. Year before that, Terrebonne beat them 18-12. Sometimes there's not a whole lot of pitching in these games, but I think this year we got it lined up pretty good. As Camden Berg will stand in. Johnson has a nice lead and it's high, 1-0. Cannon Hall has come in and he was throwing strikes to Johnson, but then had a breaking pitch that didn't move and hit him. The 1-0 hit him. So two straight hit batters has a Lafourche rally going. And actually, that's three straight hit batters total when you go back to Weimer, who got hit in the first. Now Dufresne will stand in for Central Lafourche. In a varsity game, this would be bunt city. In an all-star game, I don't think we're seeing a bunt here. I think Brady will be swinging. Johnson has a big old lead down there at second. There's a called strike 0-1. Who's trying to get on the board first? The 0-1 from Hall. Foul tipped, and it's 0-2. Tristan Rogers is trying to shorten up the lead of Johnson over there at second, but boy, he's got a big old lead. It's no balls and two strikes. That's chopped on the left side. Third baseman charges it, makes a long throw, and he threw it away. Lafourche is going to get the first run of the game. Brock Johnson will touch, and they're coming home for the second run. That will also score, and it is 2-0 in favor of Lafourche. Hebert charged it hard. Mallard couldn't pick it out at first. It sailed into the outfield. Dufresne heads over to second. And it's 2-0 in favor of Team Lafourche, as Becknell will stand in. That one's hit in the air to right field. Popped up and grabbed. One away. The guy with the blue jersey. So there's one out. And Vedros will stand in.
Out of third base, number 32, back to one away.
With the runner at second and one out, Hall's pitch. High, 1-0. Bedros was a reliable bat for Team Lafourche, or not Team Lafourche, for South Lafourche this year. That one's popped up. And they'll chase it down over at third base, and there's two away. That was in foul territory. Now Tyler Sanders will stand in. For a lot of these guys, it's their last opportunity to play at the high school level, which makes today a very special day. Hall seems to have found his release point after a slow start. Sanders pops that one foul, 0-1. See how much more Weimer will throw today. I know that the Lafourche team maybe has a little less pitching than Terrebonne. Maybe they'll have to extend someone for 2 or 3 innings. The 0-1 is outside, 1-1. But they have a 2-0 lead to start it off. In the second, Sanders looking for a base hit to the outfield to add to that. Sees a strike, 1-2. Good pitch. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cannon Hall ahead in the count. Delivers to the plate. Swing and a miss. And that will retire the side. But Lafourche strikes first. They get on the scoreboard. And we're going to the bottom 2. Terrebonne will have their crack. We'll be back in just a minute here from the All-Star game over at Southland Field.
First batter of Team Terrebonne, the bottom of the second, the pitcher, number 6, Kyle Lyon.
So we start the bottom of the second inning. Weimer still out there. There's a ball low, 1-0. It is Kyle Liner who will stand in. Cole John and Trey Ducey are also scheduled to bat in the inning. Weimer's delivery, swing and a miss, 1-1. Weimer has nasty stuff out there when he's on the pitch. It's low. He will be joining the Nichols Colonels next season. The Colonels finished second in the Southland Conference regular season. They lost to McNeese today. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weimer's pitch popped up on the infield, charging in, diving. Oh, boy. Hope everybody's okay down there. Great hustle play by Brady Dufresne, and he is okay. But, boy, what an effort. It'll stay 2-2. There's a brick wall out there, and human flesh and brick usually don't go well together. Fortunately, he didn't make direct contact with the brick wall. The 2-2. Got him. Weimer gets his 3rd strikeout of the game. which is going to have to get me looking at the record book. Who has the most strikeouts in a game? Bryce Guidry of Central Lafourche struck out 9 in this game in 2014. Don't know if Weimer's going to go long enough to get that today. But if they extend him, who knows? Maybe he's got an opportunity to do that. The 1-0. It's foul into the parking lot, 1-1. This is Cole John at the plate. He was a South Terrebonne Gator. Slow. Gators coached by Mike Barba, one of the assistant coaches for Team Terrebonne today. That one's outside, 3-1. So Weimer has fallen behind. And the pitch. There's a called strike. The board says 2-2. I think it's 3-2. Yeah, there you go. The umpire's giving the signal. It is 3-2. I thought so. And here's the full count delivery. Got him looking, no doubt about it. A really good breaking pitch from Weimer, and there's 2 away. He is showcasing that movement and that electric stuff that has allowed him to be a signee, as Duce will stand in. Said the record is 9 strikeouts. Weimer has 4. And there's a called strike to Duce, 0-1. Weimer working quick. That one's low, 1-1. Terrebonne trying to get a 2-out rally. The pitch is chopped on the right side of the infield. Weimer pounces, will underhand flip it to the bag, and that will retire the side. So it's another 1-2-3 inning. Weimer's cruising. Lafourche leads 2-0. We're going to the 3rd inning here from the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Game. We'll be back in a minute.
Education, prevention, care. The Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute was recognized by the Louisiana Athletic Training Association with the President's Award for Excellence in Health and Safety. With a passion for ensuring the well-being of over 23,000 student athletes and covering 1,400 sports events annually, our athletic trainers are dedicated to providing the best care in sports medicine. Discover more about Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute at tghealthsystem.com.
The new pitcher for Team Terrebonne will be Gavin Gravois of HL Bourgeois. He will be pitching to Horn, who will lead it off. And then we'll see if they make any other changes from there. It would be scheduled to be Carlos and Elijah Groh. Lafourche really doesn't have a big roster, so I don't know how much subbing they're going to do. I think they're going to play pretty straight up. It's Terrebonne who has the big old roster with 7, 8 guys out there in the dugout on the bench. I see what they did here. I was wondering they got some numbers next to the lineup card. They scripted out who's going to be pitching. Gravois will get the 3rd. Jace Lagarde will get the 4th. Drew Petrie will get the 5th. Trey Duce will get the 6th. And Blake Landry will get the 7th. That is the pitching plans on paper for Team Terrebonne. As Horn will stand in. He is with Central Lafourche. Pitch is chopped on the left side of the infield. Foul ball, 0-1. It was 0-1. Gravois winds and fires to the plate. Hit in the air on a line, chasing the left fielder back and giving it a squeeze for the out. So, boy, good swing there by Drake Horn, but there's one away. And now Tucker Carlos will stand in. He was a strikeout victim his first time up.
On the way, brings up the shortstop, number 1, Tucker Carlos.
Gravois gets the first out of the inning. It's 2-0 Team Lafourche here in the top of the third. They're trying to add on. Gravois delivers. Breaking pitch high, 1-0. He was a good one for HL Bourgeois this season. Had some good stats, worked some really good games. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Elijah Grow on deck. One's hit in the air to right center field. Dropping fast. What a catch! Out there in right field. My goodness, I got to give a shout out to the young man who caught that one. That was Jace Lagarde of Terrebonne making an unbelievable catch, covering a ton of ground and helping his pitcher there, robbing Carlos of a hit. Now Grow will stand in. My, what a play out there by Lagarde. Grow was a strikeout victim his first time up. Gravois pitch. It's high, 1-0. Gravois is going to be going to John Melvin, which is out there in the Lafayette area. Growing program, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. He's working quick. He's throwing strikes. He's letting the defense play behind him. The 1-1 pitch is cut on and missed at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Weimer is on deck for Team Lafourche. One ball and 2 strikes. It's Gravois' pitch. It's outside. Good job trying to frame it by Detillier. And the 2-2. Did he offer? Did it hit him? What happened there? I think it hit him. Hit him on the foot. Little pitch that was in the dirt. He kind of half-check swung, didn't go all the way around, and then wore it off the foot. And Grow will go over to first base. And Tyler Weimer will stand in.
Brings up the pitcher, number 14, Tyler Weimer, 2 away.
Weimer was hit by a pitch in the first, and then the guy who ran for him got thrown out. That was part of 3 straight hit batters for Team Lafourche, which sparked a 2-run rally. Gravois' delivery. Hit hard, but foul. Look out, House is out there. Oh, my goodness. Weimer hit that one really hard into the neighborhood. Somebody barbecuing out there might have just gotten a rude awakening. And so 0-1. Hit hard to the shortstop. Got to go to first. Got him in time. That'll retire the side. So Lafourche gets a base runner on the hit batter, but Gravois has a clean third. We're going to the bottom of the third. Terrebonne trying to get on the board. We'll be back in a minute here at the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Baseball game.
For Team Lafourche in the top of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left.
Go to the bottom of the third inning. Lafourche has a lead. It'll be the Drew Petrie, Drake Detillier, and Jace Lagarde against Weimer. In the bottom of the third, with Lafourche leading 2-0.
First out of Team Terrebonne in the bottom of the third, the left fielder, number 6, Drew Petrie.
Petrie is a signee. He's going to Baton Rouge Community College. So we got college versus college here with Weimer facing Petrie. And a called strike 0-1. The big fella for the Cardinals stands in. Chopped foul. And 0-2. If Terrebonne sticks to the script, it'll be Jace Lagarde pitching in the 4th inning for them. We'll see if there's any adjustments or anything like that. The 0-2 from Weimer outside, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch got him looking. He'll head on down to first, but the ball got by the catcher, and he'll make the peg. Weimer strikes out another, and I'm telling y'all, the record is in danger. The record for strikeouts in a game is 9. He has now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As Drake Detillier will stand in. Detillier is the catcher for South Terrebonne. And Weimer delivers. Fouled, and it's 0-1. A lot of sunlight here. The sun is starting to slowly sink into the western sky, but we're going to be playing under daylight for a good hour and 20 more minutes. Who would have thought we'd see the sun after the rain this morning? The 0-1 is a called strike 0-2. Stan Grobwell was telling me this is the 16th year of this game. They have never been altered by weather. How do you plan an event in mid-May for 16 straight years, because that one's wide, and never get altered by rain? Of course, I better knock on wood as I say that, even though there's none in the forecast. You never want to threaten Mother Nature. Detillier's behind in the count. Weimer has been hunting strikeouts here. The 1-2. Just got a piece of it, spoil it, and it stays 1-2. Drake Detillier of South Terrebonne. The 1-2 from Weimer. Just got a piece of it, so good battle brewing. Detillier has something that not a whole lot of players at the high school level ever get. He's got a state championship ring. A couple years ago, he was the starting catcher on a Gator team that won it all. Pitch. Wide. And it's 2-2. Jace Lagarde is on deck. The 2-2. Didn't offer, and it's low, 3-2. The LSU Tigers got a win today, sweeping Ole Miss, strengthening their NCAA tournament resume. 3-2. Inside, and it is a walk. A really good at bat from Detillier. Drawing the walk. Now Jace Lagarde will stand in. Jace Lagarde had one of the plays of the day, as they will have a runner out there. That'll be Cole John will be running for his teammate. Lagarde made a great catch out there in right field the last half inning. Weimer's pitch. They're going. It's hit up the middle. Right at the bag. They get the tag down for one. They'll throw it over to first. Not in time. But a really good play out there by Tucker Carlos. There's 2 away, as now Michael Marcel will stand in. Marcel is a member of the Ellender Patriots contingent here today. In fact, he's the only one.
Michael Marcel.
See if Marcel could get aboard. He was a senior on a young Ellender team. A swing and a miss there, 0-1. I know the family. He's a good kid. Hopefully he gets a good swing here. See if Lagarde tries to get active on the bases. He's not going there. That is cut on a miss, 0-2. Now Weimer's got you right where he wants you. Heading to count 0-2. The pitch. High, and it's 1-2. In the bottom of the third inning here, Lafourche leading 2-0, trying to get the squeeze on out number 3. The pitch. Runner takes off. They'll head down there, and they take the bag. So, Team Terrebonne trying to spark a 2-out rally. Lagarde is going to take second. I tell you, we don't know how much Cole Becknell has caught in his career, so it's not a bad idea to get active on the bases if you're Terrebonne. The problem is they haven't had a whole lot of base runners. The 2-2. Got him, and that will retire the side. Weimer adds another strikeout to his tally. He is chasing down some records here today at the All-Star game. We're going to the fourth. Lafourche leads 2-0. We'll be back in a minute here on Coastal Broadcasting.
Team Terrebonne at the bottom.
Rev Business is here to connect your company beyond your storefront. We're here to power your passion, improve your communication, and link you to your customers with the services you need and the local support you deserve. From operating your front office to tracking your inventory, our team is ready to deliver services that transform your day-to-day with flexibility and consistency, so you can focus on what matters most, your customers. Rev Business.
We mentioned a second ago that Terrebonne wrote out their lineup card, and they had all of the projected pitchers and all that good stuff. And I said, well, we'll see if they stick to the script. They did not. Trey Doucet was listed as the 6th inning pitcher. He will be coming in here in the 4th, but that's okay. He will be facing Brock Johnson, Camden Berg, and Brady Dufresne. Down a couple runs. Terrebonne trying to hold him down.
Second baseman, number 5, Brock Johnson.
Here in the top of the 4th inning, Brock Johnson was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. That led off the inning. He ended up coming around and touching home plate. If need be, and I don't know what the pitch count is for Weimer today, if need be, Brock could probably throw an inning or two. He was a good one for the Tarpons this year on the mound. Doucet's pitch. Cut on and missed, 0-1. You give the guys credit. In some of these All-Star games of years past, as we await the 0-1, hit foul, look out, into the church parking lot out there. In some of these All-Star games of years past, the pitching has been all over the place. A lot of walks, a lot of hit batters, a lot of guys were rusty. The kids have put in some work. You could tell that they have stayed sharp. Doucet with an 0-2. Wide, 1-2. The HL Bourgeois Brave delivering to the South Lafourche Tarpon. Did he go around? He did not. It's low. They'll appeal, and they'll say he didn't swing. 2-2. I didn't think he did either. Camden Berg is on deck for Team Lafourche. A couple Tarpons in a row. The 2-2. It's low, and it's full. So a good battle brewing. The 3-2 pitch. Wide, and it is a leadoff walk. So for the second time in the game, Brock Johnson gets on safely. And now Camden Berg will stand in. Camden was also hit by a pitch right between the shoulder blades his first time up. See if Camden could get one that he could drive. Doucet delivers. It's by the catcher, and Johnson will head on down to second base. So Lafourche applying some pressure. They already have a 2-0 lead. Dusay will call time. Get his uniform readjusted. Coach Crochet will talk to Camden Berg, get him situated, probably tell him, hey, make sure you see a strike. Or better yet, if you see a strike, hit it really hard. Johnson has a nice size lead. The breaking pitch is called for a strike. Snapped right back into the outside portion of the zone, 1-1. Brady Dufresne on deck. As that one is low, 2-1. Brady Dufresne is on deck. His swinging bunt got thrown into right field and allowed Lafourche to score a couple of times. The pitch. Inside, 3-1. Camden Berg with a hitter's count, and he hits that one a long way, but being chased down. Did the park hold it? It is a foul ball. My view is obstructed. The dugout there had me blocked. I couldn't see if the play was made or not. I was relying on the umpires who said foul ball. Camden has worked it full. Got under just a smidge there. The 3-2. Foul tip into the glove, and it's a strikeout. Really good off-speed pitch that time. And boy, what confidence in the off-speed pitch from Dusay to throw it 3-2 to get the first out. Now Dufresne will stand in. Dusay takes a peek at Johnson. They'll throw back behind him and throw it into the outfield. Johnson will now head down to third. We've got a play at third. Close play at third. And he's in there. Thought for a second he maybe overslid the bag, but he is in safely, and he takes an extra 90 feet. So Lafourche continuing to apply some pressure. Now a ground ball to the right side could add a run to their lead. It's the pitch. Low, 1-0. There have been so many players that have played in this game that have gone on to play college baseball. It's way too many to list, as that's a swinging strike, 1-1. But we have been blessed with a handful, 6 total, who played professional baseball who were part of this game. I'll get you that list in just a second after the 1-1, which is low and in the dirt. Brock Hebert of South Terrebonne played professional baseball in the Seattle Mariners organization. Cullen Babin played in the United League. He was an Ellender product. Brent Bonvillain of Thibodaux High School played for the Kansas City Royals organization. Get the last 3 after this 2-1, which is low. Of course, everybody knows Justin Williams was a second-round draft pick of the Diamondbacks organization, then went on and played in the bigs with the St. Louis Cardinals. Jordan Cayuet of Central Lafourche played professional for years. So there's a swing and a miss. And then lastly, Cam Sanders of E.D. White is actively still in the Chicago Cubs organization. Cam is playing in AAA, so he is awaiting that call to the bigs any day now. The pitch here is up the middle, hit up the middle, right to the center fielder. Tagging up, coming home. We're going to have a play at the plate, and Johnson's in safe. So Lafourche is going to add another run to their tally on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Dufresne. So it's now 3-0 with 2 outs. Cole Becknell will stand in.
And up the catcher, number 8, Cole Becknell, 2-way.
2-way, Dusay gets the fly ball out. But the leadoff walk comes around to score, as leadoff walks tend to almost always do. That one's low, 1-0. Top of the 4th inning, the pitch is low, 2-0. Becknell grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. There's a pitch that's low, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. Dusay trying to find the release point. and he walked him on 4, so Lafourche will have another base runner. For Max Vedros, grounded out to third his first time up.
Brings up the third baseman, number 32, Max Vedros, 2 outs.
2 outs and 1 across in the half inning. Lafourche has extended their lead. They now lead 3-0. Ducey trying to get the third out of the inning. Just a lot of baseball left. Just don't know how the pitching stacks up for the Lafourche side. The pitch, breaking pitch for a called strike. That's a really good pitch from Ducey, 0-1. Looked for a second like it was going to hit Max, and then it just snapped right over the black of the plate. He'll want another breaking pitch hit in the air, foul on the right side, and it's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. With the runner at first. Pitch is wide. They'll throw back behind him, and he's in safe. I think that's Brock Johnson running out there for the catcher, Becknell. Looks like him. Of course, it's free substitution, so very liberal here, as that one is a strikeout in the dirt, and that will retire the side. Lafourche adds 1 to their lead on the sacrifice fly. They lead 3-0. You're going to the bottom of the 4th. Terrebonne will have their turn to try to get a little closer. We'll be back here. It is the Terrebonne General Health System High School All-Star Baseball game. We'll be back in a minute. So Weimer's day on the mound is done. He will give way to Taylor Fields, the Thibodaux High School senior, who is a good one. Fields has pitched in some big games in his career. He won a Game 3 of a playoff series last year against South Terrebonne and was outstanding, and he followed that up with a really strong senior season. Fields, the lefty. He will be facing... If the lineup holds true, it'll be Hebert, Rogers, and Mallard. We'll see if they make any adjustments, because they do have some subs that they'll have to sneak in there for some at-bats at some point. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Taylor Fields making his warm-up tries. Here at beautiful Southland Field.
First batter, Team Terrebonne, the bottom of the 4th, the shortstop, number 18, Brody Hebert.
Hebert will lead off. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. Fields is, when he's on, he's awfully tough. He throws strikes, has a lot of movement. But it's been a while. He pitched for a Thibodaux team that did not make the postseason, so we'll see if he's got the sharp stuff. First pitch he delivers is low, 1-0. If I were making a checklist for Team Lafourche coming into today, as the 1-0 is a called strike, it would have been, do they have catching, which so far so good. Becknell has been good behind the plate. And did they have the pitching to cover 7 innings? Well, Weimer got you 3. See if the rest of the staff could get you 4s. That one's hit lazily in the air. They're chasing it down out there and giving it a squeeze. I think that might be Austin Curall. Looks like him. Go to the lineup sheet. That might be Drake Horn out there of Central Lafourche who gave it a squeeze. One away.
One away brings up the third base with number 3, Tristan Rogers.
Tristan Rogers will stand in. He was also a strikeout victim his first time up. That one's low. Boy, I'd be remiss if we did not congratulate all of our graduates, man. We had graduation ceremonies for Vanderbilt Catholic and CCA today, I believe. Next week will be Lafourche. Throughout the week, the rest of Terrebonne. That's a called strike. All of these boys that you see on the field today will be celebrating one of the most memorable days of their lives in the next couple of days. The 1-1. It's low. Fields got a pop out to start the inning. And the 2-1 is low, 3-1. Terrebonne needs some base runners. The big fella Mallard is on deck. Mallard could change this game with one swing, especially if there's a guy on base for him. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Taylor Fields has the ball in his left hand. The 3-2. Got him to chase. They'll have to make a throw down. And they do. Berg will put a squeeze on it, and there's 2 away. So, 2 quick outs for Fields.
Brings up the third baseman, number 23, Logan Mallard.
And now Logan Mallard will stand in. We mentioned earlier he's a nickel signee. Not playing any type of shift for Logan, but if this were a regular season game, they may. He likes to pull that ball to the right side. There's a called strike 0-1. Stan Grava was telling me on the radio this morning Mallard was asking for a home run derby. And as he hits that one hard down the line, just foul. And it'll be 0-2. Not foul by a whole lot. Berg gave a dive and try. The big fella Mallard will slowly retreat back to the batter's box. And it'll be 0-2. Fields, lefty-lefty, trying to get the third out of the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Got him, and that will retire the side. So a very good inning for Taylor Fields. 1-2-3. Lafourche is in front, 3-0. We'll be back in a minute with the 5th inning here from the All-Star Game, brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System and sponsored by Bayou Sports, ESPN 100.3 and HTV10.
Education, prevention, care. The Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute was recognized by the Louisiana Athletic Training Association with the President's Award for Excellence in Health and Safety. With a passion for ensuring the well-being of over 23,000 student athletes and covering 1,400 sports events annually, our athletic trainers are dedicated to providing the best care in sports medicine. Discover more about Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute at tghealthsystem.com.
We are already to the 5th inning. The pitcher is going to be Jason Lagarde of Terrebonne High School. Looks like it'll be Austin Curall leading off for the Lafourche team. Austin is a product of South Lafourche. Lagarde is a lefty. Terrebonne has kind of attacked this game with one pitcher an inning. Lafourche is going 3 for Weimer, 1 for Fields. We'll see if they stick with Fields. for another inning or two. He looked really smooth and really sharp. Lagarde throws a lot of strikes. And when he's on, obviously, that's evident of making the All-Star game. When he's on, he's tough. Curall will stand in. This is his first official at bat. That one is low, 1-0. Guard's pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Curall is a very good bunter. I don't know if he would try that in the All-Star game, but they're playing back. He could get one down and beat it out. He swings and misses at that one, 1-2. That was something that he did often for South Lafourche. Lagarde ahead in the count. The 1-2. Good breaking pitch. Got him. One away. Really nice, nasty hook there.
Out of right field with number 6, Drake Horn.
Now Drake Horn will stand in. Horn flew out to left his first time up. Lagarde's delivery. Swing and a miss. Gotta tell you, I haven't been a whole lot of hits here today. It's been a battle of teams taking advantage of walks. I don't know if there's been a hit in the game either way. The 0-1. Foul into the screen, and it's 0-2. Top of the 5th inning. Lafourche leading 3-0, trying to add to it. Lagarde on the mound trying to keep it where it is. The 0-2 pitch. Got him. Another strikeout. The pitchers are taking it to the hitters in this one so far. As now Carlos will stand in.
Brings up the shortstop, number 1, Tucker Caldwell.
Carlos struck out and flew out. A fly ball to right field. That was the play that Lagarde made a great running catch on. That one's inside. The problem this time, Lagarde's on the mound, so he wouldn't be out there to go chase it down, but I'm sure they got another great right fielder out there. The 1-0. Low. Carlos is a signee. He's going to, I believe, Coastal Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. 2-0. Low, 3-0. Elijah Grow on deck, the 3-0 pitch. And he walked him on 4, so there's a base runner for Lafourche. And Grow will stand in.
Out of the center field, the number 11, Elijah Grow, 2 away.
Elijah struck out and was hit by a pitch. He is a product of Central Lafourche. Lagarde got 2 quick outs. Let's see if he could get the third. Can't get a big lead on the lefty. The pitch outside, 1-0. Coach Lance Crochet, formerly of Central Lafourche, coaching out there in the third base box. They will throw back, and the runner is in. Got him. Wow. Carlos didn't dive in, and Mallard applied the tag, and that will retire the side. Don't see that very often, but a very nice pickoff puts him away. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It is 3-0 Lafourche. Terrebonne trying to get on the board when we get back here on Coastal Broadcast.
Rev Business is connecting companies from the bayou to the river to the lake with the technology, expertise, and uniquely homegrown support that only Rev Business can deliver. From internet and hosted phone to managed Wi-Fi and Metro E, our best-in-class services are tailored to your needs, backed by in-house support and a local team devoted to keeping your business up and running. Visit us at letsrev.biz. Rev Business.
We go to the bottom of the fifth. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 spots in the lineup for Team Terrebonne. We'll see. It's supposed to be Liner, John, and Duce. We'll see if they stick with that. It is Liner that'll be leading off. Was a strikeout victim. It is Taylor Fields still pitching for Team Lafourche, starting his second inning. Breaking pitch hit up the middle off of Fields' foot. Charging in at second, and that's the first hit of the game, ladies and gentlemen. In a game where we have seen no hits so far, that is the first base hit of the game off the bat of Kyle Liner. Now Cole John will stand in. It ricocheted off the foot of Fields. And there was no chance to throw him out as Cole John will stand in. Terrebonne has a base runner. The pitch shows bunt, gets it down. Fields pounces on it, has to make a throw. Got him. Really nice job fielding his position. It is a clean sacrifice, and there's one away. As Duce will stand in. Bottom of the fifth, one out. Terrebonne trying to scratch one across here. Make the game a little tighter. Fields delivers. It's a called strike, but it gets by the catcher, so the runner advances to third. So the most promising rally of the day for Team Terrebonne is happening right now with a runner at third and one out. That's inside. 1-1. One pitch. Low. Blocked by the catcher. 2-1. Tell you what, all the talk before the game, all Lafourche doesn't have anybody who played catcher. Cole Becknell is proving him wrong. He is doing a really good job back there. The 2-1 from Fields is low. 3-1. Fields trying to find that release point. Team Terrebonne trying to claw their way back. The 3-1 pitch. He walked him. So the Terrebonne team will have runners at the corners with one out. Coach Crochet will, I think, make a substitution. Looks like it will be a pitching change, and it looks like it's going to be Brady Dufresne who's going to be coming in to throw next for Team Lafourche. We'll figure that out in just a second, though. Dominic, let's go ahead and take a 90-second commercial break for the pitch and change. We'll be back in 90 seconds here with Lafourche going to the bullpen. We'll tell you the next storm in just a second here from the All-Star game. A pickoff throw goes awry. And Terrebonne is on the board. It's 3-1. And, boy, they deked us. Taylor Fields is still out there. I thought he was getting substituted out of the game, but they decide to stay with him. He tries to throw the pickoff over to first, throws it away, and Terrebonne scores a run. The pitch, chopped on the right side, gloved by the first baseman who gets it to the bag. And there's two away. I apologize, y'all. I took it to a 90-second commercial timeout on the radio side thinking there was a pitching change. There was not. They stuck with Taylor Fields. He then threw a pickoff throw away, which allowed a runner to score, and then we just had a slow ground ball off the bat of Drew Petrie that allowed a run to score. So it's now 3-2. Now Detillier will stand in with 2 outs and the base is cleared in a 3-2 game. That one's chopped on the right side, foul. The board here reads 3-3, but it is 3-2. Detillier standing in. Fields' pitch is low, 1-1. Detillier was hit by a pitch, or no, excuse me, he was not hit by a pitch. He drew a walk his first time up. And a really good at bat. That one's wide, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. That's hit foul. Ooh, look out. Off the screening and the padding out there, it's 2-2. The swampland season will be starting in the next couple of weeks. All these local, well, not all these local teams, a lot of these local teams will be getting some work. Some teams have bypassed the option to play in the swampland. The 2-2. Got him looking, and that will retire the side. So, Dominic, now we will take a commercial break and actually mean it this time. We're going to the top of the 6th. Lafourche leads 3-2. Terrebonne has just scored 2 runs in the inning. To get a little closer, we're going to the 6th inning here at the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Baseball game. We have already gotten to the 6th. The new Terrebonne pitcher is going to be Drake Detillier. He will be facing Groh, Weimer, and Johnson. Be working in the top of the 6th inning. Lafourche leads 3-2. They have led throughout, but Terrebonne got a little closer. For those of you wondering, hey, are there any extra innings or anything like that? There is 1 extra inning. So if it is tied through 7, we will play an 8th. If it's tied through 8, we're going to be tied. There's no tying in baseball usually, but we make exceptions here. We ain't going to be here all night. Who's trying to add a little cushion. Here at beautiful Southland Field, you would never be able to tell that it rained all morning. It is very well kept. The turf is holding up. The outfield looks great. Stan said on the radio earlier this morning that they could have played at 11 o'clock. That's a testament to Rec 2-3 and the great work that they do. First pitch from Detillier is wide, 1-0. To Elijah Groh of Central Lafourche. One of a handful of Trojans playing today, the 1-0 pitch. Inside corner for a strike. Want to thank all of the many volunteers. There's so many folks who have helped out here. Brett Chasson and Stan do a tremendous job. The 1-1 is a called strike. But just the team of volunteers on the Terrebonne General side, there are so many folks who pitch in and lend a hand either in concessions or at the gate. There's a called strike and a quick first out from Detillier. Got him looking. So Weimer will stand in. Weimer was hit by a pitch and grounded out to short. He worked 3 sparkling innings on the mound to start the game. Detillier's pitch. Is it called strike 0-1? What does it say about the depth of pitching in our area that Terrebonne could throw one guy an inning, and really it's working out for him pretty good. The 0-1 hit off the end of the bat, foul on the right side, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Weimer in the top of the 6th inning. Detillier delivers. Just got a piece of it. Foul on the left side, and it'll stay 0-2. Detillier working quick. The 0-2 to Weimer. Hit foul behind us. Heads up over there. Next to the old concession area. Ida made that the old concession area. And it's 0-2. Actually, you know what? I think they actually do still operate out of that facility. My bad. Swung at it, but they're going to have to throw him out, and I don't think they will. That one got way by the catcher, so it's a strikeout, but Weimer will reach safely. So that's tough luck for Detillier, but nothing that the catcher could do.
Brings up number 5, Brock Johnson, Warwick.
Brock Johnson does not have an official at bat today. He's been hit and he's walked. See if he could deliver a base hit. They'll throw back. That's number 6 for Central Lafourche, which is Drake Horn, who is running for Weimer. The pitch shows bunt, pops it up. The catcher will find it and squeeze it, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 away. Camden Berg will stand in. Camden struck out and was hit by a pitch.
2 away brings up number 15, Camden Berg.
Go back, and the runner's in safe. Team Terrebonne got a pick off in the last inning. There's a strike. It's 0-1. Who's trying to add to their lead? Terrebonne trying to get back in it. They got 2 in the last half inning to draw within a run. Detillier's pitch is outside. See if Berg could get something that he could hit into a gap somewhere. They 1-1. Low bounces to the catcher, and it's 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Berg is hit in the air to right field. The right fielder lost it in the sun. I thought for a second it was right at him, but he wasn't moving. He wasn't moving because he didn't see the ball. And that one drops right at his feet. So Berg will get on. And Dufresne will stand in. Off the bat, when you don't see an outfielder moving, you're thinking, okay, well, that's right at him. But I don't think he ever saw it. It ended up landing right at his feet. Dufresne will stand in. He had an RBI sacrifice fly in the 4th inning. See if Detillier could get out. Pitch. Runner takes off at second. He'll throw down. Uh-oh. Got him. And that will retire the side. The second time today, Team Terrebonne throws out a runner trying to steal. We're going to go to the bottom of the sixth. Lafourche clinging to a one-run lead. Terrebonne trying to claw back in it. It's 3-2 Lafourche here at the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Baseball game. We'll be back in a minute.
Education, prevention, care. The Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute was recognized by the Louisiana Athletic Training Association with the President's Award for Excellence in Health and Safety. With a passion for ensuring the well-being of over 23,000 student athletes and covering 1,400 sports events annually, our athletic trainers are dedicated to providing the best care in sports medicine. Discover more about Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute at tghealthsystem.com.
All right, so the guy who I thought was coming in to pitch in the last defensive inning for Lafourche is in there now, Brady Dufresne. Saw him a couple of times pitching for the Trojans this season. He is more than capable of closing this thing out if he's on his game, but he's got some tough hitters that he's going to have to face first. It's like number 9 for Team Terrebonne. Looks like Brogan Molizon will be getting a swing. They've got some guys in their bench that haven't gotten some swings yet. We'll see that they get everybody in at bat. They just have a bigger roster than Lafourche does. Lafourche has some kids who are not available today that made the team. Dufresne making his warm-up tosses. There's the last one, I believe. No, maybe got one more. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. It has turned out to be a beautiful weather day. That was certainly not the case this morning, but the weather has cooperated. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's a little breeze blowing. It's actually turned out to be a really nice afternoon for baseball. And boy, these young men deserve that one last opportunity to take the field with their buddies. We have been honored to bring you all the high school baseball action throughout the course of the season. We got big plans to do it again next season. As Brogan Molizon will stand in. Brady Dufresne delivers, shows bunt, pulls back, and it's a called strike. Dufresne is a strike thrower. Saw him twice against South Lafourche this season. He was outstanding in both games. Allen's hit in the air to right. Coming in, now going back out and squeezing it. I think that one was Curall that time who squeezed it, and there's one away. So one quick out. Let's see.
Batting number 10, Cannon Hall.
Now Cannon Hall standing in. Getting his first swings as that one's up. Who's trying to hang on? Terrebonne trying to scratch one across. The pitch, breaking pitch that doesn't move. 2-0. Nope, Landry is batting. My bad. I thought it was Cannon Hall too, Mr. Bobby. Blake Landry of H.L. Bourgeois. That's a called strike. Two balls and one strike. Dufresne delivers. That's up. 3-1. Dufresne trying to get back in the count. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Walked him. So there's a base runner for Terrebonne. Need a base runner to tie it up. They just got one.
Let's go, Mike.
Now Michael Marcel will stand in. And we've got a runner. I think that's Cole John. He's the only number 5 on the Terrebonne roster. Remember, Lafourche, a little inexperienced at catcher. Does Terrebonne try to manufacture something? John has a nice size lead. He is going, and it is a pitch that's a called strike. They throw down, and he's in safe. So Terrebonne taking advantage of the opportunities in front of them. It'll be 0-1. They're going to need a timely hit. He's going again. The pitch. Another called strike. They throw down there, and he beat it again. So 2 straight stolen bases for Team Terrebonne. Putting some pressure on. But Dufresne could throw a lot of water on that fire if he could get a strike 3 right here. Big spot here. Marcel trying to come through. Infield in on the corners. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and a big strike 3, and a big second out for Team Lafourche. Now Hebert will stand in. Hebert has a lot of home run pop. Coach Crochet is going to go talk to his pitcher. Don't think that they'll make any sort of move to the bullpen. I learned my lesson with that in the last inning. It was just a brief conversation. In the bottom of the 6th inning, Lafourche leads Terrebonne 3-2. But Terrebonne has the tying run over at third with 2 outs. Brody Hebert trying to bring him home. Brady Dufresne trying to stop the rally. The pitch. Good stop by the catcher, Becknell, 1-0. That was a position that he is not used to playing, and he has done more than a good job holding up back there. The 1-0. Hit hard on the line. If that's a fair ball, we're tied. It is a fair ball, and we're tied. Rounding first, heading to second. We've got ourselves a 3-3 ball game on an RBI double from Brody Hebert. Knew off the bat that no one was going to catch it. It was just a matter of whether or not it stayed fair. It did, and the HL Bourgeois product ties it up with a double. Cole Drummond will stand in now. With a runner in scoring position, the rally is still not yet over. It's taken off. The pitch is a called strike, and he's going to put that one in his pocket. So I think as the game has gone on, Terrebonne has learned that they could run pretty freely. Now any type of wild pitch or anything of the sort, give them the lead. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. I think that first pitch was called a strike. Yeah, the board had 1-1, but it is 0-2. Dufresne trying to get out of a pickle here. The 0-2. Got him, and that will retire the side. Well, we're going to the 7th, and it's anybody's ball game. It's 3-3 here at the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Baseball game. We will be back in a minute here with a tie ball game going to the 7th.
Education, prevention, care. The Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute was recognized by the Louisiana Athletic Training Association with the President's Award for Excellence in Health and Safety. With a passion for ensuring the well-being of over 23,000 student athletes and covering 1,400 sports education, prevention, care. The Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute was recognized by the Louisiana Athletic Training Association with the President's Award for Excellence in Health and Safety. With a passion for ensuring the well-being of over 23,000 student athletes and covering 1,400 sports events annually, our athletic trainers are dedicated to providing the best care in sports medicine. Discover more about Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute at tghealthsystem.com.
Greg Detillier was so good in the 6th inning that they said, you know what? We'll throw him out there in the 7th inning as well. We're in the 7th inning. It's 3-3. For those of you needing a refresher, we would play one extra inning if need be, so we can go to an 8th. But if we're tied after 8, it'll just be a tie. You see in the history of the game if we have ever had a tie in the All-Star game. Yeah, in 2015 we did 3-3. Is the only tie that we've ever had. There's a called strike to Dufresne. It's the pitch, inside and low. The 1-1 is low. It's 2-1. Lafourche would love a base runner. Put a little pressure on the Terrebonne team in the bottom half. The 2-1 hit off of Dufresne. That hurts. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes with no one on and no one out in the top of the 7th inning. Lafourche led 3-0. Terrebonne has scored 3 unanswered to tie it up. Detillier's pitch. Swing and a miss. A big first out. That one could have just as easily been a called strike 3, but it was in a pretty good location. But it is another strikeout.
Number 9, Cole Becknell, one away.
As Becknell will stand in, he has drawn a walk and he's grounded out to second. Detillier delivers. Outside 1-0. He, of course, is one of the really good catchers in the region. But showing that he could do it on the mound, too. The 1-0. That's low, 2-0. The coaches say all week long, oh, man, this is a friendly game and all that. And it is, as that one's low, 3-0. But in the 7th inning of a tie game, these guys are trying to win. Let's not get it twisted. These guys are trying to bring it home. The 3-0. There's a called strike, and it's 3-1. The pitch. It's low, and it's a walk. So Lafourche has a base runner. As Vadros will stand in.
Batter number 32, Max Vedro, one away.
See if he could deliver a big hit. They're running for Becknell with Austin Curall. See if Lafourche could scratch one across. Tarpon on first, a Tarpon at the plate, and a called strike from Detillier, 0-1. For the Terrebonne side in the 7th, it will be the heart of the order. The big boppers will be getting some swings. They'll throw back. And Cural's in safe. Detilier's 0-1. That's called strike 0-2. Lafourche has tried to steal twice, and it has not gone the way that they have planned. Detillier threw out one. The other catcher, I'll see if I could get a name for you, threw out the other. The 0-2 is low. The other listed catcher on the roster, well, we don't have positions here, so my apologies. I could get a number of the young man behind the plate. I'll maybe be able to help you out. The 1-2. It's low. 2-2. Two balls and two strikes with one on and one out at the top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch, wide, and it's 3-2. Just got confirmation from Brett Chasson that we will play just one extra inning if it should come to that. We heard that in the ground rules earlier. That one's cut on and missed, and it is a strikeout in the second out of the inning. Now, one thing to note, and I didn't realize, and I want to thank Brett for sending me the note. If we do play an 8th inning, we're playing MLB style. The inning will start with a runner at second base. Try to force a little offense as Tyler Sanders will stand in. Throw back, and the runner's in safe. Sanders trying to get a hit. Grounded on the right side of the infield, gloved by the second baseman. He wins the race to the bag, and that will retire the side. So we're either going to have a walk-off from Team Terrebonne or we're going to have extra innings because we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied 3 apiece. We'll be back in a minute with the final regulation half inning here from the Terrebonne General Health System All-Star Baseball game. Just to clarify one more time, if you're just maybe tuning in or didn't catch it earlier, if we go to an extra inning, we would have just one extra inning. It would be an 8th inning, and we're playing international rules, which means both teams would start the inning with a runner at second base. But Terrebonne has eyes of walking it off right here and not making any of that matter. And I got to tell you, the fella coming up is more than capable of walking it off with one swing. That's Mr. Logan Mallard. But Johnson's a tough customer out there when he's on. Mallard, the lefty, sees Johnson's first pitch. Low, 1-0. Terrebonne was behind 3-0, but they got 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th to claw back even. So breaking pitch doesn't move, 2-0. Lafourche got 2 runs in the 2nd and 1 in the 4th. That's been the scoring today. It's been a well-played game. Lafourche won last year's game. Terrebonne trying to get a little revenge. The 2-0. inside, and it's 3-0. You better be careful with this 3-0 pitch, because I promise you he's got the green light, and if you just throw a get-me-over fastball, he is capable of hitting it into the parking lot. The 3-0. He is swinging, and he swings and misses. It's 3-1. Still a hitter's count for Logan Mallard. Johnson's 3-1. And what's the call? It's ball 4. I got to tell you, Mallard wasn't too anxious to go to first. I think that he wanted to see another one. They're going to run for him. Their MO has been, they've been stealing. That's going to be number 3, Tristan Rogers, who will be running for him. That makes sense. Tristan was the next spot in the order. He won't be batting this inning. They throw back, and he's in safe. Liner will stand in. Tell you what, if Terrebonne is able to steal second and third like they've been doing in the last couple innings, it's going to be real tough for Lafourche with no out. The runner is not going, and that one is wide, 1-0. Liner has an infield single. Johnson's pitch is low. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Johnson delivers. It is hit in the air to right center field. Chasing it down, and it drops for a hit. Rogers will pop up and will be safe at second, but Terrebonne has the 2 lead and winning runners, or the 1 winning runner over at second base with no out. Second hit of the day for Liner. Cole John will stand in. In a varsity game, 1,000% of the time, Cole John would be bunting right here. We'll see in an all-star game what they decide to do. Cole John is a team guy. Something tells me he's still going to be bunting right here. He is showing it. They're charging. They'll throw back behind the runner at second. Close play, but he's in safe. He pulls back the bunt and takes a called strike 0-1. The 0-1 from Johnson. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Big hack at that one, came up empty. The 0-2 from Brock Johnson is low, 1-2. One-two pitch, breaking pitch, hit to the left side, glove, flip through, and Terrebonne is going to come home. We got to play at the plate. Terrebonne has won the All-Star game on a walk-off base hit from Cole John. The final score, Team Terrebonne 4, Team Lafourche 3. Cole John gets the walk-off hit that wins the game for the Terrebonne All-Stars, who rally back from a 3-0 deficit. Dominic, we're going to take a quick, you know what, we're not going to go ahead and do a post game here because I don't have my lineup card all the way situated. Lafourche led 3-0. Terrebonne rallied back and scored 4 unanswered. and got the win. We want to thank everybody for helping out. We want to thank the sponsors, ESPN 100.3, Bayou Sports, and HTV10. Terrebonne gets a 4-3 win over Lafourche. We thank you all so much for listening, and we thank everybody for tuning in at the All-Star Game. Congratulations to Terrebonne. Have a great night, everybody.